Hi everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to make a classic hand-tied bridal bouquet in shades of white and ivory with some selected flowers that I have prepared to get started. So once you have your flowers prepared, have them all sitting out in front of you so they're just there ready to lift and design with as you go along. So I'm going to start off with the avalanche roses and some of the Scenaria eucalyptus, creating a center point for the bouquet to get us started. The method that I'm using for this bouquet is the classic spiral. So for the classic spiral bouquet, you need to have all your stems cleaned from the tie point downwards. Some of the white hellebores I've added in, gives it that nice texture. And then to the narcissi as well. So we can just alter them. So starting off now, we can start creating the spiral of the bouquet. We have the center of the bouquet started, and that gives us something firm now to lock our stems into. Snowflake spray roses, beautiful little rose, quite sturdy and ideal for wedding work. And the different sizes of the roses also make the bouquet just that little bit more interesting as well. Now I would recommend, if you do need to alter this placement of the stems at the top, always work with them from the bottom and try not to touch the flower heads too much so that you don't damage them. Adding a deeper tone of the ivory with the Dorchester roses, we'll add those in as well, and that just adds a bit of depth and colour to the bridal bouquet. So after placing some of the flowers in, we can give it a turn. Now you can see the spiral starting to come together. And the spiral happens always below the tying point. So you have nice clean stems on your bouquet. And some of the eucalyptus in through. So add a few pieces at a time. Back to the avalanche roses, adding some more of those in. Just bring them up. So you see the bridal bouquet starting to take shape. Classic bouquet, suitable for any bride to carry. And we've added the hellebores, some more of the narcissi, and having them at different levels gives the bouquet a much more depth to the bouquet rather than it all being quite flat across the top. So add the eucalyptus. So once we have the bridal bouquet formed, I like to go back then and add a few of the flowers further down the sides of the bouquet, and this just makes it a wee bit more prettier for photographs, so that no matter how the bride holds the bouquet, you see flowers all the way around. So add that in. And a good idea to get started whenever you are starting, even if you're new to flower arranging or doing wedding work for the first time, just to get comfortable with it. It's always good to have a mirror and work in front of the mirror so that you can see what you're creating as you are creating it. You can see the bridal bouquet coming together now as we add in the finishing touches, and I have just a few of the Dorchester roses, and I'm going to add those down and underneath. So at this point we have all the flowers used up, and we're checking out to make sure the placements are right. Like I said at the start, if you need to alter anything, try and alter it from underneath so that you're not damaging any of the actual flower heads. So once we're happy with the placements, we can use some cord and just that off quite tightly. I usually lay on the corner of the bench just to tie it so it's securely fastened and all the stems are in place. So there we have the bridal bouquet finished. We have the different levels. We have the different tones of the whites and the ivories, the deeper ivories of the Dorchester. And then we can go off then and just finish the bouquet with a suitable ribbon. And there's many ways of finishing the handle of a bouquet, but just in this instance we can just finish the bouquet with just a lovely dark champagne ribbon to pull out the colour of the Dorchester roses. Tie that in a lovely bow. Some people like bows, some people don't. So it's up to you how you finish the bouquet, or how the bride has asked for the bouquet to be finished. Just securing that off. So we have the lovely tie then on the bouquet. And then you can cut this to your desired length. So generally whenever I have the bouquet made and finished, I will cut the stems longer than what I need. So we can leave it like that, and then I can put that into some water and leave it like that until I give it to the bride. So just to recap on the bouquet, what I've used for this bouquet has been a bunch of Scenaria eucalyptus. I've used 6 stems of the narcissi, 5 stems of the white hellebores, 10 stems of the Dorchester roses, and 12 stems of the avalanche roses, 5 stems of snowflake spray roses, and that's the recipe for this bouquet. I hope you've enjoyed the demonstration, and if you have enjoyed it, please hit subscribe and look out for the new bouquets coming along and the recipes to follow.